Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of July 24th, 2023. That's right. It's the last week of July. It's the end of the month, of July. Summer, baby, summer. Hey, quick question for you. Have any of you recorded an entire segment and then sat around wondering why it hadn't got posted on LinkedIn, only to ask your producer, and he tells you, actually, you didn't record what you thought you did? Me neither. Not at all. Anyway, it's good because all the news that we recorded yesterday is already old news. Why? Well, we had an agreement that got struck today between the Teamsters and UPS. So that potential strike that we thought might be coming next week is not going to be coming. We've had all sorts of movement with Yellow, and that's changed. Although, even though the pension funds have been funded for the Teamsters from Yellow, there still remains a pretty strong chance that Yellow goes bankrupt. And if Yellow goes bankrupt, that's going to bring a ton of freight that is cheap freight for all intents and purposes into the market. That freight, that'll be serviced. There's plenty of capacity out there amongst LTL carriers to service that freight, but it's not going to be serviced at those rates. And that's going to be a high tide that's going to be lifting the boat of LTL pricing. So more to come on that. On the truckload space, outbound tender volume index, you guys realize that's at the highest that it's been at since the end of October, beginning of November for 2022, excluding some holidays. Yeah, that's right. Excluding some major holidays, that is the highest that we've seen that in a long time. So could this be freight coming on back? And if so, how? What's driving this? How is this happening? Inventory levels still 1.4 to 0. But of course, that's on a 2-month lag, so maybe things are catching on up. And if we do see rising freight volumes, is that going to be enough to keep capacity in the market, not actually get it on out? As capacity is going to hold on as long as they can. And will these rising freight volumes start to push back against those low rates that are out there in the marketplace right now? There's a lot of sentiment out there that could be the case. We haven't gotten there yet, though. What we're dealing with right now, again, that end of the month, we're seeing those costs creep on up. And that's going right up against these new contract awards. So we will see, watch that outbound tender rejection index. It's ticking up ever so slightly. Watch that against that volume index. As that continues to go up as well, we could see some minor changes out there in the market, and that could put some pressure on some contract rates. That's all we've got. Celebrate your end of the month, survive your end of the month, enjoy your beverage season during the end of the month. And again, hopefully, we'll be talking to you from the farm next week. Okay, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft. Take care.